Yeah, so had a lot of good stuff to talk about from today around the World Wide Web. I mean, I was up super late, man. I stayed up after our live last night and watched Home Team, the Kevin James movie about Sean Payton,
Yeah.
and pretty
Any
good
good?
movie. Oh yeah, I love it. But I don't know if like a non-sports fan or say an Ohio State fan would enjoy it that much.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
anyway, um, so I stayed up and watched that, and then um, early this morning, man, I started getting messages,
Oh,
people
dude.
laughing, screenshots, videos. You're going to jail today. And you know what?
Yeah, I know, dude.
30 more minutes I got, and then and if I make it 30 more minutes, I guess I didn't go to jail today. Technically, again,
Dude, I
escaped the
know.
long arm of the law.
Well, I mean, I
Welcome,
think it
welcome
was.
in, incognito.
I think it was the first cigarette break I had at work today. Is I turned on the Wi-Fi, and next thing you know, ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what in the world is going on? But he's famous for doing that. When I'm at work, he's gonna do some dumb shit. Always does.
Yeah. Well, you just got all these outlandish claims. Like, um, I've been dealing with it for years and years and years. Like, every time he gets mad at me, um, and he's, threatening one thing or the other, and that I'm going to jail. Um, you know, I
We've
know
been
you've been
going to
dealing
jail
with it for
since
about a
August,
year.
dude.
Was that when he first started talking about you going to jail? Was August?
Oh man, he was talking about all of us going to jail in August, and he really ramped it up with the whole warrants and all this stuff. Whenever Benny and Griff were giving him a bunch of shit when he was trying to dig on that lady's property, looking for a missing child or something. But that was in late November, first part of December. That Bama and Griff were supposed to be arrested, and there, if we didn't stop, we were going to get warrants too.
Right.
And apparently, he told us to call his bluff.
Well, he's been saying that a lot today.
And I called his bluff the first week of December. And we're still waiting to see what's going to happen from me calling his bluff. Because if he knows it all, and we've done so much, what's stopping him from getting us arrested? You know?
Yeah.
It's 77778.
Hi, Britt.
Yeah, we're updating phones.
Yeah, man, he's been coming after us and had these warrants. He had warrants for me. I think it was around Christmas. He had another warrant for my arrest. It might have been a little after. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks. I was supposed to be getting arrested to watch my back and stuff. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been wanting people to call his bluff, and it's happening. So come on, Ernie, do it.
Welcome, Green Eyes. I don't know if I've seen that name in our chat before, but apparently somebody went by his mom's house last night, and was yelling out the window, bang, bang. And I guess he took that as a threat and assumed it was me because he's got some secret, top secret spy agent man way of reading coded chat messages on his live stream, and determined that we were talking about coming and taking him out last night. But luckily, the police there sat with him, they were armed, and they made sure he was okay and told him, go stay in the woods somewhere and freeze to death. Don't get a room because they could track your credit card. So, luckily he's got all those friends in law enforcement, and he was able to avoid the craziness. And I guess since nothing actually happened to him, and since he is technically 100 and 200 and 300 and 1,000% full of crap, that we didn't get arrested today. So, of course, this is like day, 400 in a row that I've been supposed to be going to jail now, and here I am still kicking, enjoying the outside.
I think it was in September. He was supposed to come up here to whoop my ass.
You lucky
Might
you
have
didn't,
been,
man.
no, I think it might have been October. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was right.
It was cold, remember?
Yeah, I was going to say it's right when like deep fall is what it was. But yeah, he was like, "Oh, it's cold. I don't know how you guys do it. It wasn't even cold."
Yeah.
I picked me up for Casey's, by the way. They're pretty cheap.
Let me read through the chat here. What's up, Tracy? Gossip? Yeah, we got a little crowd coming in. Anybody
Hey, Mom.
happen to catch Mr. Doug's wonderful show today? I mean, man, it was entertaining. I mean, that was some of the best laughter. I mean, thank you, Doug. Somebody tag him or something and tell him, man, I appreciate it. I had a blast listening to that.
I got to go and listen to it later.
Yeah. Let's see.
Are we going to watch some of it tonight, man? Or what are we doing?
Yeah, we'll find the timestamp. I don't know. Now, somebody was going to have to educate me because I heard that Doug got a strike over some stuff that happened on the show today. So if we play part of that, does that?
I don't know how that works.
We get a strike for that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that he did get a strike, but it's very possible because I'll tell you what, man,
he's the kind of little bitch that would do that, dude. Yeah.
Remember how when Benny completely owned Ernie and just like dominated him?
Which time, dude?
Oh, this last one where he was,
Okay, yeah.
just killed him, and Ernie was on that guy's back porch or whatever.
Yeah, that deck, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and
that was the one where he was trying to ask the questions and then get to talk to Don Wells and all that shit too.
Yeah, and but times that by 10, and that's how bad Doug owned him today. Like, man, he squashed him in wrestling. When a person goes out and just makes the other guy look good and takes a beating, then we call that a squash. Well, Ernie got squashed today, and it was so fun to watch.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm working on my daughter's phone here while we do this too. So, hello, daughter. Say hello.
They don't want to hear my voice.
They want to hear your voice. They do.
Well, we just did.
And you know what? That's my 17-year-old daughter, and
that whoop Ernie's ass too.
That's right. She would whip. But Sarah, in 17 years, have you seen your daddy every day of those years?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know one old boy that can't say the same, not even close.
No. It's more of the opposite of that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I've been watching these chats on some of these people's live streams on YouTube, there's a lot of people got a lot of things a little bit twisted. Ernie's not kept from seeing his son. I'm seeing a lot of, oh, well, at least they're allowed to see their, no. Ernie's allowed to. He chooses, his son chooses not to because of Ernie's choosing to not have anything to do with him and the fact that he's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Nelly,
I'm seeing a lot of,
You know it's the troll's fault.
Oh yeah, for sure. Always is, dude. And you know who the top two trolls are, so Jamie, he's getting some status there. He's catching up real quick. So apparently Jamie's probably got his own murder for hire thing going that Ernie's cooking up, you know. But then again, Jamie was with us in the community groups when they first started their shit with us. And like Jamie said, they were talking shit and saying nobody can infiltrate them and this and that and the other. And then he goes and does it. Now, he did it so well, we didn't even know. He just went. So, and that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Because, yeah, he's pretty much verified everything that we've been saying, but from his personal experiences.
Right.
And from the looks of it, he's not lying. I'm pretty sure he's right.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
So, you know, I actually have some friends who work at the Harlan County Sheriff's Department, as well as the Harlan City Police Department.
Yeah.
And, you know, Ernie, on his video this morning when he was threatening to have everybody arrested and was literally saying that they had his phone in the police station going through it to determine what arrests need to be or what warrants need to be issued and, you know, this, that, and the other. Well, I just, you know, messaged my friends and they said, we haven't seen Ernie. He's not here. He's not been here. One of them even, you know, kidding around at the end of the day. So, you know, we're still waiting on Ernie to come in. So, you know, it's just another one. I don't know if he's just trying to lie and scare everybody or is he living in his own little world again, you know, because that must be a lonely place. Post some video, you know, on Domino's Facebook. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Let me find that and I'll post that up here. I really didn't even know Don Wells had a Facebook. I'm sure that's filled with hate and gore. You know, we were talking last night and a few other times, like I've talked to my wife about it, you know, no matter, you know, what Dom Wells is done or hasn't done, you know, like his life is never going to be the same. Like, no, you know, especially not there, but even as much attention as this got now in the media, like, you know, I couldn't imagine it. You know, for one, you know, his baby girl's gone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, let's play, you know, on the side of Don Wells for a minute now. Now I've got my own opinions, and you know, I'm not speaking on anybody's character here or anything else, but let's just play like, you know, we're on Don Wells' side here. Like, he's lost his daughter. Everybody's accusing him of being responsible. He can't find comfort because people are accusing him, accusing his wife, um, and I can't imagine the hate, the fear, and just the sadness in that family's hearts, man. And another couple of people involved in that scenario is that never get mentioned, and I haven't heard them mentioned, not much anyway. Is didn't that little girl have some brothers that lived at home?
Yeah, they've been taken
Right,
by
but
by
like
DCS. Yeah.
are they older than her?
Yeah, they're. I mean, I don't know their exact ages. I just know that they were older. She was, I think, she was the youngest. Period. But there's three of them, I think.
Three more
Two,
than her?
two or three, something like that. I'm guessing, dude. Like,
Oh,
I really don't know a lot about this Summer Wells thing.
right.
My experiences with Ernie and Predator Hunter Nation. So,
Right. Well, my thing is, those brothers and siblings and whatever.
yeah,
Man, can you imagine?
what they're going through.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man.
And you got
I
these fools
I have
out.
a little brother 4 years younger than me, and you know, to see him even get in trouble with our parents, it tore my heart apart. Just to or if he got in a fight, win, lose, or draw, I wanted to go fight him too.
Right.
I mean, I could not even fathom the thought of. And it's not like a definite, something terrible happened and we got to say goodbye. It's even worse because they got to think about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What could be, what it's just. See, Don says ages 13, 11, and 9. Oh my goodness. I've got
Yeah.
I've got a 12-year-old. She's going to be 13, and I've got a 15-year-old. Those are my two youngest, and I know it would. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of somber. Let's talk about something fun again. How about Ernie?
Well, I mean, we did survive. We have not been arrested yet, so thanks everybody. Thanks for letting us know to watch our backs with that. I'm gonna sleep way better tonight.
Oh yeah, please. Anytime you guys, we're not seeing something, you guys
Yep.
send us info, man. That's great.
Yep.
Um,
It does help.
allows us to get out ahead of stuff and like um, just like Ernie was he went on this tangent about how we got a page dedicated just to him and who does that, and then he called me a predator, and
Mm-hmm.
said he wanted everybody to call the school where I work and get me fired. Like, who does that?
Let them know that.
Yeah, who does that?
Yeah.
Like I haven't threatened Ernie.
But see, he's showing everybody that's what he does. That's what the man does. Is if he targets you, he will call your employer. He will call your church. He will call your kid's school. He will call anybody that he can help stir bullshit up with, just by dropping the pedophile tag on you. Because the first reaction is to take action. Right. That's why he does that shit. But people need to know, because, like I said, if he targets you, he's going to come after your family and your friends just the same way. And it shows, because this is what he's being accused of a lot. He does this to keep people from talking about him. You see it visibly. He's acting it out right in front of you. Yeah. So it's not a lie, guys. This is fact that he's showing. So that one's debunked.
Yeah. But he's
So
the page wouldn't exist if he weren't such a liar. Like and honestly, I don't want to keep him from helping people. I mean, if he's going to help people, go do it. But it's just like,
yeah, there's 30 of us, Brittany.
yeah.
He said a list of 30. I did hear that part. sorry, Jimbo. Go ahead.
Oh,
Bro.
you're fine. You're fine. But yeah, he's just all the anger comes from his side. Like you've got us. These ladies on here, Griff, Benny. There's several others. That have been attacked. Doug.
Mm-hmm.
All those people have in common. Ernie's attacked them.
Yep.
Now some of them have had words with each other. Some of them haven't. So who's the problem here? I mean, if everybody's in a circle and there's one person in the middle of it that connects to every single one of them, there's your answer.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And everybody has the one thing in common, that they've not taken the shit from Ernie.
Right. Still working on his phone here.
No, you're good, man. I'm reading some chat here. Yeah, Brittany, you're one. Ma or Tracy Smith, you're one. Jimbo's one. I'm sure there's a couple more. I'm not going to name everybody because they've had their names used enough by the pieces of shit we're talking about. So,
and there's another one to that list, is that loose lips.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
He's really attacked her lately. And like, I don't know her. I've never seen her face. All I've seen is her avatar on YouTube. But I know she's a female. She's a lady with children.
Mm-hmm.
And Ernie, because he doesn't agree with her and she don't agree with him, and they've had words. He goes straight to the jugular. I'm gonna have your kids taken. I dare you to test me. Call my bluff. Call my bluff. He loves to say that. He's speaking to a woman. Like, if that's not a predator, what is?
Yep.
Genevieve, I don't know that his license plates were ever good to begin with. Like, he had a temporary tag, didn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say he had a temporary tag when he got pulled over before. I know he's been stopped by the law at least twice since he's been pulled over in Georgia. Or at least he claimed it, and one of them was tonight. So I don't know if he's in Harlan. I'm sure he knows people. I know how it goes in small towns. If you know somebody, they just tell you to get your ass home or get off the road or whatever the hell's going on with you. But yeah, I know he's been claimed he was stopped by the cops twice since I don't understand why he even put that live out there where he got pulled over by the cops, because he just claimed to be in Michigan. And the fool is on the side of the road being questioned by the law. And you can't see anything. You just hear it.
Yeah, in Georgia.
Yeah. Yep. It was Georgia State Police. So,
yeah.
But it's still the point. I know when he got pulled over for that, he had expired temporary tag. He never got tags. I don't know how that happens. I don't know, but that's what I know I heard. So.
Sure, I don't have your Apple ID and password. What'd you do? Did you change it?
No. I'm watching the Apple ID.
I don't know. How did you do it?
I don't know.
Yeah, Victoria, that's one of the ones I was talking about. He was pulled over in Harlan, or at least he was stopped, and the sheriff or the cop came up to his door
Right.
and thought he was drunk or something at first. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something to that nature. I was just like, okay, but that's Ernie. Ernie, I couldn't tell you how many times he tried to say that happened in Newport or on the highway right there at Tennessee and North Carolina on I-40. Because, I mean, he had to sleep in that rest area a couple of times,
Oh,
or at least go clock in, being the lot lizard that he is.
yeah. Sarah, don't even ask what a lot lizard is, because if you do, I'm going to make Matthew Kipper tell you.
No, I am not.
I thought you were gonna say my boyfriend. I was about to say my.
You guys seen the video that I made with that little boy?
Victoria, they did say he was part of the Predator Hunter Nation or something like that, he claimed. I'm sorry, I'm just responding to her comments in the live chat.
Oh, you're fine.
But yeah, he did say that they recognized him as the Predator Hunter Nation guy. So that tells you they just told him to get his ass home or whatever.
Yeah. Well, you know he can't go in Walmart or anything without people saying, "Hey, you're that Predator Hunter guy, man."
Well, isn't there a couple of stores in Kentucky that he's not allowed to go into because of shoplifting or something?
Well, there's Kroger on Falls Road.
Like,
sure.
Woo! Love it. You're the man, Ern. You're the man.
Oh, yeah. It's another thing that I want to refute on Ernie's little tirade this morning.
What?
He went on and on about how he gave me the fights and the MMA that I didn't know nothing about it. I was promoting rinky dink wrestling.
Yeah.
For one, my wrestling wasn't rinky dink. It was the best show in Kentucky. The second, Ernie did run, I guess you would call it mixed martial arts, but he had those two events that he ran where he let people fight with no mouthpiece, wearing blue jeans, work boots, kicking each other with work boots. Yeah, he let them do that. He was the first guy there in Harlan to run redneck brawls. That's what it was. And, didn't make them wear gloves or anything else. But when I started running the show, and I ran it because Ernie ran his mouth on me, so I put his ass out of business. And when I started doing my shows, it was professional. I had, fighters wore mouthpieces, fight gloves, no work boots, steel-toed boots were allowed. You had to, a little bit of safety anyway. Dang, and I was also instrumental and a very big part of MMA regulation in the state of Kentucky. When the Kentucky Athletic Commission decided to regulate mixed martial arts, myself and a couple other promoters, not Ernie, because Ernie's never been a licensed promoter, we helped implement the rules. We gave our input on safety.
Mm-hmm.
And, we were a big part of it. Me personally, I was the first licensed promoter in the state of Kentucky
For mixed martial arts?
Yes.
Okay.
I was the first promoter in the state of Kentucky to use a cage. I was the first licensed judge in MMA. I was the first licensed referee in MMA.
Hey, Jimbo.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Victoria, are you saying that Ernie claimed that Jimbo is at fault for his failure of the horror at the Plex?
Oh yeah, Ernie claimed that.
I didn't know that either. Jesus Christ!
That's what he said. Every time he fails, it's
Wow.
my fault.
Oh, it's somebody else's fault, always, for sure. And you happen to be the one he uses the most.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
The horror at the Plex was 100% him. He admits it. I've got video on the Lycan page, and it's also on the Horror Mask News page, where he admits he messed up, that he was at fault. This, of course, after he gave his definition of what a sponsor was.
Right.
So he could justify taking that 10 large from SAC.
Yeah.
But he said you were at fault for that too. God. Okay.
Incognito, you're a pedophile too?
Everybody is. Hell, didn't Chris Revere call somebody a pedophile? It was the guy in Oklahoma, wasn't it?
Well,
At the
I'm
state
pretty
house?
sure, like, the definition of a pedophile or a predator, it's no longer one who preys on another. It is one who disagrees with Ernie Shell.
Or Tina Summerly.
Yeah. Oh man, they were talking some crazy stuff again too, man.
I heard a little bit of
Frequencies and
no, don't get me started with my
Oh my
remote
God.
control over here. I'll have those frequencies tweaked. Make him hot.
James Foster, yes, sir. You worked with me and Jimmy Mack. Ernie wanted to be a promoter. He never was because he's not a good businessman at all. And that's what, I'm not going to go on about it for too long, but that's the reason why, but he blames me for everything. And, he brought me into the MMA with his mouth. If he just kept his mouth shut and rented my ring and paid me like he said he was going to, then I would have kept on doing my wrestling shows and never even would have tried MMA. But he ran that mouth, so I tried MMA. And you know what? What would we make that first MMA show, honey? $12,000? $12,000 in one night. So you know what? I started doing MMA again. So, yeah. I don't think Ernie ever walked away from a show with $12,000.
No, I think he got that 10 from SAC, and that was his big hit.
Yeah, that's not from customers after he's promoted the show, though.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I don't even think he got $1,000 at the Plex, did he? How many people they say showed up?
I don't know how many people actually showed up.
I heard it was just like maybe 100 or so, if that.
Yeah, it wasn't very many, but
right. And that was it, Ernie, 70 a piece or something? I forget how much the tickets were, but
well, the thing is though, Ernie, like, they had advanced tickets.
Yeah.
Most of the people who bought tickets to the show bought them in advance, and it went directly to Ernie's PayPal account. So on the night of the show, there wasn't any money left. Ernie done spent it.
Oh, that was the one with Eric Roberts, wasn't it?
Yes.
I mean, how many? He wants to talk about the guy from Bubba Fest screwing Chuck Norris over. I don't know any of the particulars about that. Don't really care because it doesn't involve me. What I'm curious about is what about how he did Diamond Dallas Page? It doesn't matter if he ended up paying him in the end. Look what they had to go through to get paid. That right there is not a morally correct thing.
Right. And, technically having to get restitution ordered by the court is not really getting paid.
No, well, somebody had to plead guilty to something for restitution to be put. Or to be judged upon or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, so that'll tell you a little bit about Ernie because it is documented that he paid restitution. I mean, he was talking about his little traffic ticket in Harlan, I guess. He was talking about, I got to pay. I've been paying payments. For how long? He's got all this money,
Yeah.
but he needs equipment. 20 years is
Hey, where's this roll? You guys don't have to.
Sorry, guys. I got him.
We're all friends here.
They're in the kitchen.
I just reset up that old phone. I was like, reset the factory and then set it right back up with her name on it again. Well, I'm smart.
Word.
All right.
So he said you were guilty of the horror of the plagues. He called you a pedophile, said to call the school board. What else was he blabbing about today?
Well, I didn't catch it all. You guys want to listen a little bit of it?
I mean, I heard that I admitted to being eaten ball, which they've known it for a while and they've been waiting on confirmation or whatever. But said that you claimed to be or admitted to being Bill Barnes.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
and this
never been Bill Barnes.
and this guy claims to got his tracking abilities from playing hide and seek with Cherokee Indians. He claims to be this and that and the other. Well, we've seen how it worked out for Brian Laundrie. That's a good example of the skills of Ernie Shell. So I don't think he really heard anybody say they were Bill Barnes or Eaton Ball. We were making fun of him last night and all of his claims because he's claimed a lot of them.
Sarcasm, you know.
Right.
And poking fun. And this dude, you know,
Like this shows you what he
take
does.
it and run with it.
Mm-hmm. Like there's no reality to anything that he says. You're the man. I'm the man. Rosie's the man. Who else has been the man? Shannon's been the man.
Somebody else found something.
Chris Lewis.
Yeah,
You were me. Like Ernie's got some wild guesses out there, dude. And that's all they are.
I'm getting ready to start a little bit of the video from older.
I do too, Brittany. I do too.
All right, let me play a little bit of this. I just showed the. Actually, I think I have it up. Yeah, the Fair Use Act. So let me find Ernie's little video here. I'm going to put my mic on mute. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the law is looking at these guys, though. I know a few people has contacted law enforcement over the shenanigans and claims they've been making. So it's going to be interesting to sit back and watch this. It's going to be interesting. Look at James talking trash. You going to tell him about that broken hand of Ernie's? Ernie's not meeting with anybody. If he's meeting with any of the alphabets, it's going to be over his bullshit. He ain't got nothing to tell nobody else because he would have already done it if he did. We okay over there, Jimbo?
Yeah, I got it on mute, so you listen to this.
It's not on the screen, man.
They're going to track these
Huh?
people down.
I don't see it on the screen.
There was a lot of threats that was made last night. If you want to watch it, the actual video is still up. We've identified about 3 people already. That's part of
There ain't
it.
really nothing to see. Can you hear it now?
So we're going
Yeah,
to,
we can hear it now. We didn't hear anything before, man. It was just me.
we're going to be taking warrants today. I see a lot of you people, or I see a couple people in here was in the live last night. Misty, you was in there last night. So I don't know. I hope and pray you're of a good person, because they took everybody's stuff and they're taking all the information. I'm filing warrants as soon as they let me know who to file warrants on today. I'm filing warrants. You seen all the threats, didn't you, Misty? Did you see all the threats that was made last night? Did you see the threats? Can you hear me?
What was he calling threats?
Raise your hand, Misty, if you've seen the threats that they was doing last night.
Coded
Code.
messages, he
They
said.
talk about rolling up at the
Oh.
house and, you know, roasting and all this other stuff. They even talked about, is he breathing? Is he alive? Talking about when they was going to do it. They had a countdown, a timer. You did. Thank you, Misty. I appreciate that. Thank you. I literally had to get. I took some time, a little bit, to visit my family, and they started threats. They started making their threats. Even the police was there, and we was watching it. That's why I had it muted. During that, I called law enforcement. Had law enforcement help me get back out and make sure my family was safe last night. So yeah, and now, yeah, well, they're starting to admit to a lot of things now. We've got it all. So there's no reason for them to do me this way. There's no reason for this at all. It's the same people. It's Jimbo Collins. And Jimbo, yes, I can prove that. I can prove that because of you. Your actions causing me to prove that. Matthew Kemper, you're another one. I can prove this. I can prove all this. We can prove it now because you're 2 of them that I've taken warrants on today. As soon as these connections are made. Yes. Last night, you guys threatened my family. You threatened me. And I'm taking warrants out. Jimbo, you work at a school. Everyone needs to call Corbin and to the superintendent Corbin and let them know this is the kind of person who works for your school system. Remember, folks, these people, they try to get close as they can to your kids. They're working in your school system. They play off and they hide as a coach, or they hide off as lawyers, and they hide off as preachers and
He's a
teachers.
fucking asshole, man.
Think about it, guys.
Fuck him.
These people are friends with Jamie. I've made the connections. We're making connections now. So I'm sitting here outside police station right now. I'm waiting till they get things done. I thought I'd come out here and let you know. I didn't get no sleep last night. I had to leave at 4:30 this morning. I had to leave my family, and the police was there, making sure everything was safe for them. So I'm done with this.
Hey,
I'm done
Jimbo.
with this. Jimbo, gloves are off. You're going to jail today.
Yeah.
Matt Kemper, you're going to jail.
Damn it.
You're going to jail, guys.
Going to jail, guys.
Oh, but hold on.
I'm
Were
home.
they-
Call
were
the
they-
bluff all you want to. They've already verified that. They've already verified that part. So you might as well go get your little fancy lawyer.
All right, let's talk. He getting ready to name my lawyer by first
Well,
name.
the thing is he said the cops came and made sure everybody was safe. Are we talking about the same kind of call that we've seen a video of at Phil's house, where they threatened to take Ernie to the hospital for an evaluation? Is this the kind of call he's talking about? Because I can see that happening. There wasn't no stalking going on. Not that I remember. I was live last night. Yeah, I was live.
Yeah, we had some of our friends in here with us last night. We were just talking and having fun, and then this guy going on here saying that we're sending coded messages. Like, dude, for one thing, I don't need a code.
Yeah, we don't need to hide shit, man. We're doing this in front of you, dork.
Unlike the little fella, if I got something to say, I don't care to say it to his face or right here on live or whatever. That's not a threat. I've never threatened him. He's a liar.
Right.
I am calling him a liar because that's all he does. Now, if he wants to make some kind of challenge, I accept. If he wants to have a spelling bee, if he wants to have a
He's dangerous, man.
typing contest, words per minute, I accept.
Dude, he completed high school in 1 year, dude. Come on.
Yeah. If
He might be referring to a GED, but whatever.
Yeah, if he wants to go get our if he wants to go down there and get our IQs checked and see which one has the highest IQ, I accept. Anything he wants to do, I accept. Because I don't hide and I don't lie. All he does is hide behind lies.
Mm-hmm.
He wants everybody to believe all this BS that comes out of his mouth, and it's getting old quick, and people are seeing through it.
A lot of people are seeing through it, and they're seeing through it faster than they ever have, Ernie. You know why that is? Because nobody's hiding from your ass, dude. They're right in front of you doing this shit. It don't matter what connections you can make on who is what. I could admit to being all of this shit. Don't matter. You can't do nothing about it. There ain't a damn thing you can do.
Well, apparently he's going to get warrants on me and you and whoever else for being Bill Barnes. And,
like I said, dude, I've been getting arrested. Me and you've been getting arrested for a minute now. I've been waiting because I want to laugh at what you've tried to report because ain't nobody showing up. First of all, if they did, it's going to be a funny ass story, dude. Probably worse than your little murder for hire. And to remind everyone, that whole story of Ernie's was checked. It's no longer a thing. It was found to be exactly what Jimbo said it was. So they can claim all they want to about the whole story. It's blah blah bullshit, and he knows it. So yada yada.
Let's see, we got a. Guys want to hear a little more?
Sure.
Right.
He's on a tear.
He is. I don't know what he's tearing, but he is on it.
Brad there, Jimbo. And yes, I mentioned his name. Anyone who will protect someone who goes after people, you're a predator, Jimbo, because you prey on everyone. You prey on the people you can't control. You're done, Jimbo. You're done. Today, you're going to jail.
Hey, that's the one right there. Got to call him on it tomorrow.
If everyone would call the Corbin school systems, a superintendent, let them know the kind of person he is. I mean, all you got to do is go over to the liking page, and there's Jimbo. That's all he talks about is me. He's obsessed with me. Do you want him working with your kids? Do you want him around your children? Literally, there is no receipts, anything about me, and they're still there doing that. And them to threaten my family and threaten me last night, It's done. It's done. Our family's getting together on account of this now too. I'm glad you did that. I'm kind of glad you did that because you kind of brought the family back together. And now let's see what happens. You call us a lie, Jimbo. You say we're lying about our family, Matt Kemper. I'm going to show you we're not lying. Our family history is true. Now you're getting ready to experience first off of it, first part of it, the first everything I've said about it. You're going to experience who our family is. I'm glad of that, and I appreciate the people reaching out to me this morning. And you know, it's sad. It's so sad. These people ain't got nothing better to do. Nothing better to do do they have but threaten innocent people, old innocent people. My mom, my stepdad, but they threaten them. Talk about laying over there looking at mom. You know, all kinds of this stuff. It's bad. Rhonda, you're going to jail too. You're going to go to jail as soon.
All right, let's
Wow.
stop it here for a second. Hang on. Can you hear me now?
Me?
Yeah, can everybody hear
Yeah.
me? All right, I'm gonna stop it there. Like, I want to clear that up too. I've never threatened Ernie's parents. You know,
Or his family.
I don't have a bad thing to say. I've never threatened any of them, but I don't have anything bad to say about Ernie's parents, his stepdad, or his mom. I don't know those people. So, you know, for me to go out and talk bad about somebody or threaten somebody that I don't know, that would be more like an Ernie Shell move, not a Jimbo Collins move. So, yeah, that's just I'm gonna nip that in the bud right there. That's just BS.
Yeah, well, how the hell are we going to be doing all this threatening and driving by and all this shit? And I'm in Michigan.
Right.
So, I mean, that right there tells you it's bullshit. To anybody that isn't me or Jimbo, that is. So,
All right, let me see here.
yeah, he was on a tear. He said you were going to jail today, Jimbo.
Well,
Tomorrow, you need to ask him
tomorrow's
about
here
that.
now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, my bad. He might be talking about the next business day, though. You never know. It's Ernie.
You see Foster there?
What's that?
Oh crap! Did I get a message on that iPad, sir? Look and see. No, this will be there's a text message sent to your phone. Oh, no.
Yeah, he likes to take people's information and their names and try to startle them and scare them by using it. And he don't care who it is, man. I've seen them take a buddy of mine that he is in recovery. He has done really well for himself as far as in being in his recovery. And he actually goes with other people that are in recovery to talk to people in jail and try to help them get off of drugs and help them change the way that they're doing things. And they have taken their stuff and plastered it all over, making fun of them, saying basically that the people that are in there are either really, really evil Christians or they're pedophiles. Like, they have done quite a few people that way.
Yeah.
They like to, like you said earlier, they like to take those single moms and plaster their shit. I've seen it for a long ass time now. I mean, it's it's what they do. They like to dox. I mean, that's why I don't care to put the truth out there. I'm not using any of their children. You know, there's a line that you have to draw. They do not have a line. They will do anything to anybody. And like I said, law enforcement, they're watching. They're watching.
Yeah.
I promise you. They are watching. And that's why I'm sitting here with a big old grin on my face.
That's awesome, gossip. That's great. 6 years clean.
Yes.
Lost
I
your
was going to say mine started March 5th in 2015. So,
Yeah. Sorry that you lost your husband. I know it's got to be tough. Is that part of the reason why you got clean, or I know sometimes tragic events are, I don't know, just change your life. They always do. But
yep, they do. That they do. Yeah, incognito. He's not getting anybody's IP address. And if he wants an address, I'll give him my home address.
yeah,
He wants to talk all this. Dude, you want to know where to serve any warrants or to come and have a conversation, I'll give you my address. Ain't nobody worried about it. You ain't got to be super duper James Bond or any kind of bullshit like that, dude.
right.
Don't make any sense. And we ain't being secretive. Hell, we made a Facebook page just to talk about his ass.
Yeah,
I mean, if we were wanting to be secret, we would have never gone to live streaming with it. Why would you do that? But he's acting like it's some big conspiracy or anything. No, dude. You were told. Your past is going to be brought out. Bottom line.
yeah.
So,
He's but he won't stop, man.
no.
Like and
He keeps
I
that
mean,
martyr role of his, man. All the time.
it's been several months ago, like way early in all this BS. I sent a message like, Ernie, just leave me alone, man. Leave me and my family alone. And I won't say nothing else about you. I won't say your word. I don't care if your name ever comes out of my mouth again. So what does he do but take a damn screenshot, put it on Facebook, and try to make me look like a coward? So screw it, man. He said today, all gloves are off. The gloves are off, Jimbo. The gloves are off. Well, bring it on, buddy. Now you got me fully engaged. That's what you got. Ain't got nothing but time and opportunity right here, buddy. So,
A to the men.
you can't, he won't let you walk away or call a truce. It's not in him. It's like when Griff was going to take a break and before Christmas there, and people were saying that Ernie had broke him or whatever, and that it was all over. I was like, no, it's not over, because now Ernie's going to do the dance on your grave kind of thing and rub it in. He got you. He did this to Griff. He done that to Griff, and then eventually Griff's going to see it and say, you know what, you didn't really do anything. I was just taking a break, and now you're insisting on dragging me back into this thing with you. And that's what he does. And like he's done it with Benny, he does it with everybody. He won't let bygones be bygone. He won't move on to something legitimate. He just won't, and it's not in him. And he's in his 40s now. It's never ever going to change. All right, rant over.
Awesome.
I've screwed this iPhone thing up, man. Got ahead of myself. Send new code, get a phone call. What if I can get a phone call?
What are you trying to do?
This number, start account recovery. Enter your trusted phone number to use. I'm trying to use this. Well, like I got ahead of myself when I was setting up my daughter's phone. Like, I got a new phone and I'm kind of passing them my iPhone 12 to her, and I crap. I know it's not the phone number. Shit. Anyway, I should have. Honey, will you answer this phone call? See if there's a. Just a second, me. All right. Apple should call you in a second. Get a phone call.
What's the password?
It's going to give you. You should just be able to answer it. All right. Guys, go ahead and talk a little bit there. Let me work on this. I'll be watching here, and I'll
Do what?
We've got quite a few people in here tonight. 18 people.
Nice.
Ernie's been popular tonight. There's
Yeah.
crafting through the lies. Well, there's some good videos coming out of there.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right, let's
What do
see.
you want me to do? Hello?
Gotta love the codes, the signs and symbols, man.
Right,
They're the
got
best.
on mute a second.
Hey, Jimbo, why don't you play that video a little bit?
Oh, we'll all go ahead and start playing. Shit. You got to get that. All right, let me play this. All right.
As soon as they break this out, let me know who everybody is. I'm following warrants. I've got the money in hand. It takes what, $10 each warrant? By God, I'll pay $100 a day. I'll pay $100 a day for 10 warrants. Watch and see. And then the people that's out of state that's doing it, their asses will be drugged to my state, Kentucky to my town.
He don't want me in Kentucky.
And they'll face our judges, our lawyers, people, a prosecuting team. We'll see what they're made out of. We'll see exactly how good they are.
I got lots of family in Kentucky. Lots.
You know, when you start threatening lives and stuff, well, hell, you know, shit's off the table now. You want to see how bad someone is? Let's roll with it. I'm going to show you. And as soon as you're convicted of this, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. That way I've got grounds. I've got things to put teeth in and prove it to you. Because as soon as they come out and they let me know who to take warrants on, that's what's happening, guys. If you don't believe me, the call logs is in the Kentucky State Police. The call logs is in Harlan City Police. There you go.
Yeah, we know about that Harlan, don't we?
About those call logs. My buddy that works there actually refutes that. So I guess he didn't figure anybody would actually check. That's the only thing I can figure.
What, that he just didn't think that you would check?
Right.
Yeah, we know better. He should know better than that by now. But, you know, we know those little receipts of his don't exist. If they do, they were forged. So, because when he's making this claim live, contacts were made.
Right.
Things were verified. Ernie was dead wrong. Lie. Imagine that.
You know, lie and lie can go.
That they do. Yep. But that just shows you that about at least 98, 99% of what he says is lie. It don't matter what he's talking about either.
Indians and Doc Holliday,
Spelling contest.
Bloody Harlan. This is Oh, he said he was gonna. Yeah, he said he was gonna sue us after we were convicted. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna get our commissary because we did have somebody offer to donate it to our commissary when we got locked up today.
Oh yeah.
We appreciate that.
One of about 24 people that contacted us when they heard about the arrest warrants coming out.
Yeah. Here is a good question. Kemper,
Yes, sir.
maybe you can answer that. Happy birthday, Don Keller.
Hey, happy birthday.
He's officially 51.
Nice.
I'm officially 48, but I will be 49 in 18 days.
That's weird, dude. I think we're like 2 weeks apart in
Yeah.
age. Because I'm March 5th. I'll be 49.
I wish I was born on March 29th or February 29th.
Yeah, so you'd be like just a fraction of your age.
Yeah.
Legally, that is.
Foster says he's got the ramen and chips. Books.
He's like, got you, man. I got you. Yeah, I don't know what Ernie talks about and considers being networks, but I have to say, the people that we talk to on the daily basis, you guys are one hell of a network. You really are.
Yeah,
awesome. That is what a real network is.
Completely awesome.
I love it. It's awesome.
Sunshine, I heard that myself. I didn't know if it were true, but I'm glad somebody checked it. Checked to see if checked to Doc Holliday. So Doc Holliday did not have any children. I heard that. He became sterile when he contracted tuberculosis. And another thing that Ernie claimed last night on his live, that the boy from his school caught testicle cancer. Okay, for one thing, you don't catch cancer. And another thing is and I'm not going to say the names, I'm not going to do anything like that, but a family member of this kid, well, he suspects he's the family member because how many children that age that were at Everett's school died with testicular cancer. Not testicle cancer, but testicular cancer. But he's a family member of this kid, and he says it's not exactly the story the way Ernie lets on, and that the friendship that was there and all that stuff. So it's I caught that right away. I couldn't believe he said caught testicle cancer.
Yeah.
So
that'll tell you about his education. It's one hell of an education of his. That'll show you he did do 4 years in one.
Right.
He got the amended version.
Oh, now in those challenges, I forgot to say I do a mathematics challenge too. There's probably one thing Ernie could beat me at. Well, there's several probably, but I'm not going to go there. But that little trick he's got with the barbell punch. Now, he pulls that off pretty good. That takes some core strength that I don't understand how he's got, but he's been doing that little old barbell punch for as long as I can remember. He still hits like a third grade girl, but he does have that barbell. John A. Slinger said, I guess it's like COVID now. Is that the catching testicle cancer? And I'm not making light of cancer whatsoever, or testicular cancer whatsoever. But just Ernie's ignorance in the whole thing.
Well, it just
Yeah,
shows his ability
and
to
look
just
up,
bullshit. That's
yeah,
all it
you
is.
can look up the Kentucky Colonels, and Ernie is a Kentucky Colonel, honorary Kentucky Colonel. Turns out all you have to do is get somebody to nominate you, somebody who's already a honorary Kentucky Colonel, and evidently that's like 1 in every 10 Kentuckians now. It's not nearly as prestigious as it used to be, and then you have to pay a fee every year to maintain your membership in the Colonel Club. So yes, Ernie is Colonel Shell.
Yep.
It's legit, as legit as that thing goes now. It's like I said, it's not nearly as a prestigious thing as it used to be.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's actually a joke that he even tried to brag about it, like it gave him any kind of status. It did to Tina and Xander, because they were bragging about it and using him in that reference, and that's why we've continued to call him Colonel Shell,
Right.
because we mock him. Everything 100% has been to mock them. Because, I mean, if anybody hasn't noticed yet, they're idiots.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that tore him up so bad. He was like, why do they come at me? Why are they so dead set on me? Well, here's the thing, dude. You brought it on yourself, challenging people, threatening people, and then you think people just going to turn away
Not
and
in
say,
Cotton County.
yeah, well, everybody in Cotton County scared to death of him. That was my recording. You know that, right? Like I was sitting there recording him while him and Chris talked.
Yep.
And I got all kinds of goodies on that tape recording.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Yeah, and he said the people in Cotton County scared to death of them over there, talking about him and the predator hunters. I'd like to get somebody that has more knowledge of those tunnels to maybe take us on a guided tour, with a miner's light or something.
Don't bring your dog.
Yeah.
You know about the dogs with the tunnels, right?
No.
Apparently, they were used by the people that use the tunnels. They took these people's pets and put them at the entryways, but these pets were dead. And they hung them there as watchmen.
Oh, my Lord.
And those receipts are still in the community group, which is hilarious. This is the shit we were laughing at when they come targeting me and posting my shit online. I was laughing about the tunnels and the pets being used as watchmen. The dogs, small dogs specifically. So, yep. That's what got me 100% involved in this, is when they started putting my information online. It's like, all right, cool. You want to play that game? I play it. Looks like I'm winning.
Yeah. But I don't know how many times Ernie wants to get me fired. Like, did nobody tell him that he was successful in destroying what I worked for down there with those kids and building that team and building their confidence and having some crazy guy call and saying he's a bounty hunter and accusing me of all kinds of things. Like, that was he took care of that a couple months ago. Like, nobody needs to call now. Like, I don't work there anymore. Season's over.
Yep.
So, mission accomplished, buddy. If you call now, they're just going to tell you they don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But, hats off to you there, big boy. You got me. Proud of you. All those kids that, were getting basketball lessons for free, and that came and played in my leagues for free, and that played on our school team, and all that. You ain't worried about those kids, are you?
You go tell Sarah.
So no, he don't care. He's just it's all about him, all about the Colonel. Chihuahuas are the meanest dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my goodness.
They're fiery.
Is it a mouse?
Still a trap on it. Come out of her purse. I didn't know what it was. Am I seeing this correctly? Is there some guy on the panel wearing a dress? I don't know. Is there
Do what?
somebody on Ernie's panel wearing a dress?
I have no idea.
She's talking about our panel.
No.
Panel wearing a dress. No, I don't see anybody wearing a dress. There's only two avatars up there. One's a picture of me and wearing my predator hunter hat in at Dollywood, and the other one is a screenshot of
It's a dragon.
the dragon.
It's one of Ernie's things that he likes to put when he sends a little threatening message to some of these people. He likes to use that as the symbol as a warning, and this is your only warning. So I decided to use it.
Oh,
a lot of us have seen
no,
these.
I'm not wearing a dress, honey. That's a muscle shirt actually from Dollywood, and those things protruding out the sides are 18-inch biceps. Definitely not anything Ernie's got going on, honey. I promise you. So yeah, that's no, not a dress.
Yeah, Ernie likes to wear extra shirts to make his arms look bigger and all those bracelets. So, yeah. He likes to wear stuffing. And from what I'm told, he's built like a Ken doll. So.
Jamie eats chihuahuas. Oh. Was it Saturday Night Live that used to do like a little skit on Marge Shot from the Cincinnati?
What's up, Jamie? Sorry, man.
She would say that she would call those chihuahuas chihuahuas.
Yeah, you're right, Crafting Through the Lies. They will be making a video about Jamie eating chihuahuas now. They're opportunist. It don't matter if you're being sarcastic. It's real. Like, I'm eating ball. Funny shit. Yep. What's up, Jamie?
Jamie, did you see any of those lives today as they were going down?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. Jamie's definitely part of the network. Awesome network.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jamie's doing a hell of a job, people. Give him your support.
Man, and he's put in the time, dude. Like,
yep.
Going infiltrating those idiots, and he made a fool out of them too. Like,
yep.
He absolutely made a fool out of them. We'll bring it, Jamie up and talk a little bit. You want to come on, Jamie?
Yeah, man.
Let me send him a thing here.
I'm sure you won't have to ask Kim 50 times like Jamie had to ask Ernie.
Yeah. Oh, Ernie.
That shit was hilarious. Jamie had me cracking up talking about Ernie's herpes and Tina's crabs. Like, if her crabs jump, we're all fucked. I completely lost it. That was great. He says he's got to lay down, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, I sent him a thing. Sorry about that. I don't blame you. It's getting late. We may not stay online too much longer. I just wanted to go on here quick tonight, and we had a pretty good crowd there for a little bit, and
Yep.
we still got a pretty good crowd. Just wanted to
talk about a couple of them things, man. He was talking shit about, like, we will be going live tomorrow, and it's going to have somewhat of a purpose. So you guys should tune in a little bit and see what we can talk about. Chop it up a little bit.
Yeah. Send us some more info. Like I'm still going to go back and watch Doug's entire live. Man, that was good stuff too. We'll go over some more of that tomorrow too.
Yep.
And we'll play some of that.
If anybody has any key snips of Ernie's live from today or Doug's, please let me know. Help me with a cheat sheet. I worked all day again today, so I'm going to have to catch up for at least another 3 or 4 hours.
Absolutely.
If you guys got some key points, send them to me, Messenger, please. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. All right.
Yeah, but let us know.
Got any questions? Uncle Ernie, when he starts having a little dead air, he goes, "Anybody got any questions for me?" And he's the only guy on there, right? So all the questions are for him, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions for me? So I'm going to switch it up. Does anybody have any questions for Kemper? Or does anybody have any questions for Bill Barnes? We will try to summons him. I know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy that knows his cousin that knows him.
Yeah, Bill Barnes and Eaton Ball, they show up every once in a while, but a lot of that just is fear inside of Ernie's head.
Welcome back, Don.
Apparently, these guys have owned him. So,
Sunshine and apple pie. That's a good question.
Bill Barnes and Eaton Ball are two Facebook accounts, profiles, whatever, that Ernie has blamed to be. He has claimed that I am these two profiles. He's claimed Jimbo is these profiles.
Tracy.
Yep. 2 of his ex-girlfriends. He's even tried to put moles in around me to find out who these people are. So, yeah, it's sort of a he's scared that whoever has these profiles are going to out him, and I guess he's trying to figure out how to stop it. But I know it's a fear of his.
Yeah. Brittany, the reason she stayed up was ask Ernie, how do I parent my children? Damn. Well, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, Brittany was hit hard today by him, too.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what I think the great colonel would say. I think he would say, well, you should go see him once every 14, 15 years. You should never, ever offer any kind of support financially, emotionally. You should talk trash about their father or their mother, or well, in your case, their father's side of the family, and treat them like dirt. And everything that happens in your life, you blame it on the other parent. And even though the other parent is the one who pays all the bills, goes to work every day for 17 years, while you run around melting down on the highway in a sting operation. So that's what I think Ernie would say. Welcome, Jamie. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, Jamie.
How you guys doing?
Doing good, buddy. Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
You got to do that work thing tomorrow, huh, Jamie?
Yeah,
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
I'm gonna do it.
You work too, Jamie?
Yeah.
Listen, I heard about that stack of money you had there. That was it $300,000?
That's what they
That what's his name counted up? Xander.
yeah, that's what they said.
I don't know why you going to work every day, man. You got that kind of money just laying around in stacks of cash.
Yeah, I know it. They're ridiculous. Hey, sunshine. Ernie is always ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's all he is, man.
Hey, crafting through the lies. Where'd Kemper go?
Did he leave? He must have booted himself out. Let me see if he's back in. Let me go. There he is. There's Mr. Keeper.
What's up? What's up? Sorry, guys.
I had my first troll night. That lady came in, one of the Panty Brigade, I guess, made a.
Who?
That lady who was asking me about my dress there,
Oh, yeah. I thought I smelled a rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she said something about she had to leave. This is no for me or something like that. So then I just went ahead and booted her so she didn't have to say nothing else. Yeah.
Well, sometimes they have to go out of their way.
If she don't want to be here, we don't want her here no way. She wants to hear some lies. She needs to go over to the other channel there where, the super soldier lives and works.
Yeah, he probably saved another kid today at a hotel.
Yeah, I know. That's some crap, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
That fell right in. And of course, he couldn't have done it at no better time. It fell right into his lap,
Yeah. Well, we know how he does that kind of thing anyway, man. He'd take what a situation is and make it 10 times what it is. He does that. He's a manipulator. So you can expect that from him.
He went live so many times, it's funny. He was having a meltdown, son.
I heard he did that 6-hour live today.
Tina the Tooth was on there.
Oh, stank.
That's Miss Crab, but anyhow, he said got back on the last thing I heard too was he's getting back on Don Jr.
Oh yeah, I heard him talk about Don Jr. today.
Yeah, he's supposed to have him as a guest.
Yeah, I know.
In the next day or so. He's been working on it. But he wants to have it to where before he brings him on, he wants to have it to where he's able to teach class so everybody can get some general awareness out of it, and just learn how to be almost went to the wrong place.
He better have enough hall monitors. That's all I got to tell him.
Her eyes and her ears has deceived us.
Yeah.
Whenever he says that, he's actually talking to his goofy followers. I was watching Doug there earlier, and his trolls was going wild. They was running back and telling him everything.
Ernie's
Of course.
trolls.
That Lisa Williams or whatever, and
Lisa Marie, yep, on
Oh yeah, they like
YouTube.
killed her. Somebody posted stuff on the locking page, that little video that we made, that I made.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
that
take
is right.
credit for it. I made that video that she said was just disgusting and hopes we rot in hell.
Yeah,
he
well,
loved
you know,
Ghost or whatever.
Who's beloved Ghost?
Yeah,
Who is
she
beloved Ghost?
She was one that watches her pages too.
Oh yeah, she's one of them. Yep, yep. But I know that Lisa Marie or Lisa Williams on Facebook, she's the one that takes credit for Ernie's 6-figure job in New York.
Yeah.
So I mean, she was bragging about how he was going to be leading a new life and down a different path, and how he's going to have all this opportunity. And that sounded a lot like the story we heard, but what happened to it?
Now then he's living back in his car.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I heard some rumor about a new sponsor or something,
And
but that's funny. The dude's always got a sponsor, but we
me?
never see these sponsors. We only hear about these sponsors. He saved all these people. He's captured all these people. He works with law enforcement. We don't see anything but pictures of him. We hear his stories.
Well, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna hop off from here.
All right, Jamie, it's good to hear from you, buddy.
You too.
Yeah, this it's heating up, baby. It's heating up. So we're gonna.
Yeah.
It should get pretty interesting in the next few. If
Next 48 hours.
These ladies here talking about possibility of Don stopping by. Man, I would love to let him, at least come on and express, his thoughts about, prayers and just reaching out to people to keep them thinking about and working hard to bring a resolution to the situation they're in. Like I said, I know he's got to be miserable. I don't know nothing about him as a person, but as a father, I know how I would feel. So, it's just,
I mean, I don't have any children, and I was listening to you earlier, man, and dude, I couldn't imagine my child being gone like that. I can't imagine any child, but especially, I mean, that has to tear a person up, dude. I mean, he's getting crucified on social media. Okay, I'm not taking up for anybody. I'm just painting a picture here, coming from a non-parent. The guy is getting slaughtered. I'm not saying he don't bring any of it on himself, but he does have feelings. He is a human. The man's daughter is missing. And all Ernie wants to do is act like he knows that the man's a criminal, and he wants to use it as a way to exploit and make money through his cash app. And Ernie wants to talk about how people don't consider his feelings. I mean, that's dude, it's wrong as hell what he's been doing to a lot of people, especially the Wells family. It's horrible.
yeah. And you look in the in his descriptions of his videos, it's Summer Wells this, Don Wells that, hashtag Summer Moon, hashtag Wells, hashtag, if you're not just being I don't know, selling yourself out for likes and follows, then why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because the dude has said at least 50 times that he does not know a thing about
The case, yeah.
investigation, and that he's not involved in the investigation, and that he hasn't even looked at it, which is a lie.
Well, he did say that he knows what everybody else knows. That was it.
Well, that's
So
probably true.
no, but
But,
that's the thing.
but
But if
for
he
him to
knows
say
what
he's
everybody,
not done any research or tried to find anything about it, that's all he's done. That's all he's done is invoke that little girl's name and their dad, like just everything they've done since
yeah,
since that happened, since the little girl went missing, is um, all about likes and follows. And
yeah.
he did it again today when he was talking about Don Wells wanting to threaten him to go whip him. He was, I would never say was. I would never say was like you did. Well, actually, Ernie did say something in a slip up very similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
When WYMT News interviewed him, and you can still hear him to this day go on there and talk about how YMT twisted his words and showed video of him laughing and made him look like a monster. Yeah, when they interviewed Ernie came on there and said about him and Shelby, that's not how we were raised. We did not mean to do that.
Mm.
So, and that's back when Topics was a hot thing. Man, they burnt him alive over saying we did not mean to kill the mayor. And I'm going to tell you right now, 100%, I don't think Ernie had anything to do with the death of the mayor.
Right.
I've got Shelby's confession on my tape recorder.
Right.
I know exactly what Shelby said happened, and if Ernie was involved, Shelby would have damn well said Ernie was involved. He wasn't keeping no secrets about it when he was confessing. So, but Ernie did say that, just like Don Wells said, she was a tough little girl. That man, I don't know. I don't buy into all that. For one, if you're talking about somebody who's an educated law enforcement or former law enforcement or,
Fugitive.
knows all this stuff, then maybe if they said something like she was a tough little girl or something like that, then maybe you could look into it and say, oh man, why'd they say that? But I don't know, man. I just don't buy all that. The theory about Don Wells having anything to do with it, or Candace, I just don't. I could be wrong. I've been wrong a few times in my life, but I would be utterly shocked if it came down and there was involvement from the parents. So, you start talking about that, it gets away from you, but it's easy to do. I just for me, man, when you got kids, especially, there's a certain passion you got to have, and I don't know, man. I just don't. I think if you're going to attack a parent over a missing child, or if there was a body and there was a deceased child, if you're going to attack the parent, you better damn well know that parent has something to do with it. Because if not, then in the great words of Lisa Marie, whatever her name is, you should rot in hell.
Yep. 1,000 times.
Yeah. Sunshine and Apple Pie. Did you hear the part where he gets out of the car and asks a guy, or gives the guy money for shoes and food? That was most likely a drug dealer he was giving money to. Actually, I didn't see that today, but if that was a new thing today, that is another thing that he has recycled. Because a few months ago, while traveling through the land, he was in a parking lot. I think he said he was in Indiana or somewhere, all by himself in his Charger. and it was dark outside, and he stops and gives the guy money for shoes or something. Tells him go to Walmart and get him some shoes. You remember that?
Oh yeah. Yep.
So yeah, so same kind of delusional, repeating
Him
gimmicks and
hero, man.
stories.
Hero complex.
Yeah, it's the hero
Yeah.
complex. Yeah.
Yep.
But so if that's new, then that's what he's done is recycled that old story. Let's see.
His first live today, Sunshine and Apple Pie. You're right, crafting through the lies. Yep. He gets that money coming in, the bigger hero he is.
Yeah.
The bigger he puts out for himself to help someone else, quote unquote, more money gets to him. He knows his very typical.
What have I missed here? Who are we talking about here, gossip? Who is who are we telling you didn't want to cause trouble?
MGL, is that Molly Golightly? Oh, okay. Okay, you're still going on with that. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, that's
No. Anybody that comes on our panel, there ain't going to be any drama. We can promise you that. We're not going to have all this other shit that we've witnessed going on over here.
and there won't be any surprise attacks from the outside of like Ernie trying to pop in here and throw questions at somebody, because it just won't happen.
And nobody's going to disrespect us either, or you, or each other. We're here for one cause, and that's to put the scarlet letter on Ernie Shell.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure he wears it very well. That's what we're doing here. So, yeah. Don't worry. Things are kosher. Yeah, you're right. I was just reading that, Jimbo.
If you let me, I will.
Who, Hunter?
Yeah.
Is he mad over something? Hey, Hunter,
That's hilarious.
tell Sarah to come in here. Tell Sarah to come in here. You listen to
I see what you're saying.
close to the first five, or to the first live, he tells about 12 lies in 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's about par for the course. Like, if his lips are moving, he's probably lying.
I'm down with that, James Foster. You want to customize that iron, sir? Love to brand it. Right on him. But then he'll say he don't deserve it. It's the trolls. They're lying. They have no documentation, no proof. I'm pretty sure we've shown that he's the liar. Pretty certain of it.
Crafting through the lies has got Ernie pegged, man. At the beginning of the first live, he's sleeping in the woods with the police. And then he slept in a police car. Slept in the car while police watched over him. Yeah, he said he was freezing to death, remember? Slept in the woods and was freezing, almost froze to death.
Yep. I was thinking when I heard that, why didn't he go and find a sheet of ice to sleep under to stay warm?
Check it.
Or do you remember that lie of his when he went to search for Prentice?
Yeah.
You remember those screenshots I showed you of his story about how he kept warm under a sheet of ice? He was out all night in the snow searching for Prentice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, why didn't he find a sheet of ice? That would have protected him from bullets and the rubber bullets. But he does love some ice. We seen that on that panel when he busted his face. That black ice he hit, man, it was crazy. Then he tried to say, I did it. I planned the attack. All of this, guys, from a little old town in Michigan, know this.
Dude, it's just because you're like the mafia. Oh, remember him telling those stories? Did you get the screenshot I sent you? We might pull those up tomorrow, but when he was telling me, I may have sent them, but that his dad was had all the stuff in the Shelby trial that happened positively for Shelby, that his dad was involved and the mafia did it for him. Somebody got
That's hilarious. But then his dad was the Beast of Bray Road too. Remember?
Is this a bot right here, guys? IKTOMI. I have to figure out that password, sir. I don't know what it is. Kipper, you should have a ranch, man. Can you hear me?
You think so?
Yeah, you need a ranch, man, so you can kick people out when I ain't paying attention. Got a lot of stuff going on over here.
Yeah, that's true. We'll work on that after the show.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Oh. Counts. Google Gmail. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think I got it now. It's all this dead air. Kemper, you got to keep the people busy, buddy.
Do what now?
I said you got to keep the people busy.
Sorry, man. I can't cheerlead with just two icons.
Who's in love with Raven?
I'm reading comments, but
Crafty Dude Lie said he's in love with Raven. Is that Ernie?
oh, of course, that's Ernie's buddy. At least I heard they know each other because Gregory has ties to the same areas of Kentucky somehow or something. You still working on that phone over, Jimbo?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Got you. No, we'll work on doing some getting some mods going. We'll talk about get me doing it too, man, so you can concentrate on the show more. Since you got since you have the control panel over.
Don wants a wrench. I don't even know how to give somebody a wrench. How do you do that? Huh? Show me more. What is it?
Make sure it's to my my Matthew Kemper account.
What now?
Beck said
I gotta put your.
they sent me a screenshot in Messenger about Raven. I do have a few accounts, and a couple of them have been hit hard because of reporting. Which you know who is responsible for that?
Is Ernie paying people for interviews or something?
I wouldn't be surprised, dude.
Somebody said it, or Crafty Lie said Raven took the money and left old Ern high and dry.
Oh, I don't know.
Sounds good to me, gossip. Let us know how to do that. Does anybody know how to do the wrench thing or what?
Jamie does, I know. I'm sure they do too. Y'all can messenger Jimbo about modding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could use some help. I could use some knowledge too, so you guys can help me out learning. Well,
They
Sean,
raised money for summer wells. Look,
that was in the summer, dude. I think that's what Crafting Through the Lies is talking about.
is that when Raven or when
That was when they were
to the racetrack or something?
Yeah, that was around that same time period, man. That was when all the psychics were around, and Raven is the psychic, or Earl Gregory, whatever. So many different these people and their names.
So Raven
man.
is a guy.
Yes.
Man, I don't know anything, do I?
This happened when shit started happening for you. All of this had already happened right before you came around, dude. This was
telling how many accounts Ernie has, because he's got like 4 or 5 that are actually different variations of actual Ernie Shell, and then it's untelling how many he's got that aren't actually named Ernie or Ernest or Ernest M or Earnest or
I mean, I can shed a little bit of light on that. I know the dude trolled one of his posts with one of his fake accounts, and famously tried to sell the Lycan story to people through trying to talk with Ernie or that post, and he took the guy's likeness from a guy that had recently died and used his name and picture and all that to build his profile. And then after he was called out for it, he changed like all the information on it. Like he had it down to the guy that was trolling his post had the occupation of werewolf hunter. And this guy's parents were killed by Ernie's dad. That was just one thing he tried to do with one of his many profiles. And he talks about you being me and Bill Barnes and Eaton Ball, and the dude is full of so much hypocrisy, it's ridiculous. And I'll say this, if we are guilty of something that is an arrestable offense, then he better watch himself, because he's done 10 times worse. And we've not broke the law. All we've done is just talk about somebody's business. That's all we've done. When I say business, I'm talking about their information, their past. I ain't talking about that weak-ass little hemp store. They're building it up to be something it was never. No status. When they first came on the scene, they were new. And then when people started going, they figured it out. So don't be fooled by that.
Yeah, Crafting Through the Lies. Are you talking about the James Haynes picture? That he made that James Haynes account. Yeah, that was his obit picture. You're right. And
Jimbo, tell him about that picture.
I mean, that was one of the lowest things, I've ever seen. I knew when I saw that, I knew it was Ernie. So I just took a screenshot of it and put it in the Google image search, and it just brought that obituary straight up, And then, I don't know. I guess he figures a dead guy can't sue him, or find out about it. But, you got this guy being a nutbag on Facebook, talking about werewolves and killing people and getting your first kill on Halloween, all this stupid, moronic stuff. Let's say this other guy has kids or grandkids or a wife, somebody who cares about him, and they just, happen upon that picture on Facebook.
Yep.
The Facebook recognition. And and then they, they see that and they think, my God, what's going on? Like that has to, be the lowest form of low, as far as stealing somebody's identity. Like I would think it would be,
Borderline criminal.
oh, it should be criminal. But I mean, morally, I think it would be.
Oh, it definitely not
Be worse than stealing somebody's identity for money. I mean, disrespecting the dead is just awful.
I was going to say they're making a victim out of the dead, and that's horrible, man. Man, it's
And Ernie's got that one video where he, and I've got it and I've showed it to the police. So, which is another reason why I know all his crap is a bunch of lies about him getting warrants, because he literally threatened me, said he was gonna.
You're right, crafting through the lies. He don't have a single one of those. No morals with him, and that's how him and Tina and them get along so well. Is none of them have those. They claim that they have all these standards and morals, but if you look around them, when they first started attacking us in the community groups, we saw one of their buddies had just gotten arrested, charged with child abuse, and was taken out of the state. That's what kind of charge it was. I think he was extradited or whatever. Okay, now this is one of their buddies that they were claiming was part of their group. All we had to do was search their names. It's not like we did anything criminal. This is all public information. Those two people's information popped up. It was their mugshot, their charges, So we asked them about that. That was one of the many things that we asked them about that made us a pedophile. This is the kind of dumb shit we've dealt with. All we've had is them blaming others for their sins.
I see some new people in here. It's I don't know how to pronounce that. IKTOMI, and just had another one. Cricket, just found your channel. So glad to find someone's ego is finally. Glad to find someone ego is finally calling out Ernie. He is a vile and disgusting human. Him and Benny are two peas in a rotten pod. Well, thank you, and that's the reason. That's the reason why we are doing these things that we're doing and trying to bring the truth out, is because it's just a warning for people, man. Like
Yep.
And all he's got to do is stop scamming people, and he won't never hear from me again. Well, that, and he's got to stop threatening me and my family. All day today, I'm getting messages, and I pull up a video and I play it, and my kids are in the background, can hear the phone in the background saying, "Jimbo, you're going to jail today. You're going to jail." And they're like, "Dad, what's going on?"
Yep.
Ernie's crazy. That's what's going on.
I'm serious. There's two bathrooms. Shouldn't get the other.
Yep. But that, yeah. Yeah, he just don't care, dude. And like I said, man, there's not a low that they won't reach. We just have to let as many people know as we can. It's to minimize the damage they create and cause as they touch people's lives. Because that's what they do, is they do nothing but cause destruction. And we're not talking about destruction to a pedophile ring. We ain't talking about that dumb shit. Because we're not a pedophile ring. We're some people that are tired of their shit. We're calling them out. There's nothing they can do. So they can sit back and watch. That's on them. I don't care. But there's been a lot of people that have been reached. A lot of people have listened. Very few maintain their ignorance or their stupidity, however you want to look at it. Very few do that. but there is that few. So I'm just glad a lot of people are hearing, because it's not like we have to manipulate any of this. We find it out, we bring it to you. That's how it works.
Yep.
There ain't no in between where we're going to alter everything. No, won't happen. And if you come to us in confidence, you ain't got to worry about that part. But the knowledge of what they do is very helpful. Very helpful. There's a lot of patterns that are being painted, I guess. Identified, whatever you want to call it. And the more you know, the better off you are.
Absolutely. Let's see here. We've got a good discussion going on tonight. Say Ernie son was touched.
Sunshine and apple pie. Who said that?
Are you talking about this?
Yep.
No. I hadn't heard that Ernie was the perpetrator, and I have not heard that. And I would have probably thought that if that were true, Melinda would have probably said that. You know,
Don't do that.
and she wouldn't allow Ernie to see him at all.
Say,
And Ernie would probably be in prison.
Right, yeah. So,
Melinda would have made sure of that.
yeah, that's probably somebody. Now, I don't doubt that somebody's saying that, but that's probably somebody who's.
There are some variations of Ernie stories surrounding that. He's also made the comment that she has had a sexual predator, or I forget how he worded it. So basically,
I think he's talking about Rosie.
Huh? No, he said it about her too, recently.
Really?
Yes, promise.
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's variations, but that's what I was going to with it, is that he's done that to Rosie too. Which I'm going to post a video later and introduce you guys to Rosie.
Oh yeah. Oh, she had some interesting stuff to say on that video.
Yes, she did. Very interesting. He
And
shows
a very
another
passionate, angry mother. You can see that.
Yep, and it'll show you another side of what Ernie Shell will do.
Yep.
And it's raw, man. It's raw. And it will be a trigger warning on it. I promise you that.
Oh, absolutely, there will be.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's used that story about his son being assaulted, these other people's kids being assaulted. So, and I'm pretty sure if you've had any kind of run-ins with Ernie and you have children, he most likely have tried to say that they've been assaulted. And a lot of times he'll try to say that you did it or somebody in your family has done it, and there will be no proof except for the kid acting skittish around a weird motherfucker like Ernie.
Right.
And he does cause trouble with this shit. So telling you people, stay away from this fool. Don't let him in your life. I mean, I've talked to too many people that he has done this to. Don't let that snake in, man. Don't let him in.
No, because, I challenge you to go out and find one person who has had any kind of relationship with Ernie that are not with him now, or are not currently talking to him, but have been with him before, and still have a good relationship or cordial friendship with him. Never ends well with him. It's always something major, something, you know, accusations and craziness going on,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what.
They're waiting from without incident with.
Do what now?
I said happened most recently. She walked away without incident with him. That was the only one, and there was a lot of different factors that made that possible,
Yeah.
which you know. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dox her. So, but yeah, but that's why knowing about Ernie and having information helps quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
That's why, because the information that was given to her, it helped make a sound decision. Very sound decision.
So we're going to wrap up here pretty soon, maybe the next 5 or 10 minutes. But I got to ask you guys a favor before we do. If Ernie, which is highly likely, he may be on live now, but if he has a live stream tonight, if you must go watch it, please don't be talking in codes and making death threats, because he blames that on me.
Oh shit.
Leave the little fella alone. Don't
Oh
let
my
him
god. That's
let him live in his
hilarious.
little magic kingdom tonight.
Signs and symbols.
Signs and symbols, you know. Oh my
Hilarious.
God.
Yeah, man. It's so full of shit. It's awesome.
That's what makes it so funny.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, like I said, man, it's the gift that keeps giving.
yeah.
It's like you don't even have to look for shit. It literally falls into the
You wake
notification
up to it
box.
every day. We wake up to it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just unbelievable.
He's got some stamina, but it ain't gonna last forever.
No,
Eventually, that rubber band snaps.
that's right. Okay, anybody got any questions that I may have knowledge enough to answer, or Kemper may? Um, I do know a lot of stuff about the subject we are discussing here. So I, feel pretty comfortable answering any questions, and I promise that I won't tell you anything that isn't true. Just like I've said a few things tonight, like, I don't think I know Ernie wasn't involved in the killing the mayor.
Yeah.
Just things like that. I'm not just trying to pile on him and make him out to be the villain of everything, just the villain of the things that he's really the villain of.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of that.
Just here to make him own his shit. He has to own it. He likes
Who
to
wants to throw a block? Who we got? Are you talking about somebody in Ernie's channel or something? How old is Ernie, and do him and Bert still hang out? Well, I mean, I heard Xander was Bert, but I don't know. Ernie was born on New Year's Eve of 1979. So, what is he, 41, 42? I don't know. I'd have to add it up. But 40, 42? Yeah, I think. Maybe 43. 42. Good answer, sunshine. Yeah, they don't want to hear anything, in their chat that's truthful. soon as you say anything, Tina calls you troll and you're gone. It's just which they want to control that narrative and do that, and that's how they do it. So, it's it is what it is. Okay, I got you guys. Let's see here. Goodbye, Ick Tommy. Go tell your mommy. What were they saying? They could get a channel taken down? Is that what that idiot said? King Troll?
Yep.
Probably was Ernie. Oh. Yeah. Got some interesting message here. We'll go over this message tomorrow on our live stream. I'll send it to you here in a few minutes, Matt. All right, guys. We got time for maybe one more question to him. How do you guys know Ernie? Jaded, I know Ernie. I met him a little over 20 years ago. I was a wrestling promoter. Ernie claimed to be a famous pro wrestler, and I caught him in my ring trying to teach guys how to do things that without my permission. I went out there and confronted him about it, and he told me all his lies about being a great boxing champion and wrestling champion and all this stuff. And our relationship, friendship was built on lies, and he nothing but lies ever since. That's all he's ever done. So there you go. That's how I know Ernie. And I've seen him scam. I've seen them build and build over and over through the years, and this is by far the worst. And the worst from outside, but Ernie's would call his best, most successful scam ever. Matt, how do you know Ernie?
Well, I just told about 15 minutes ago, I guess, but dealing with Tina, Xander, and Ernie spreading their QAnon lies, or excuse me, let me be correct since they've corrected me. They were doing that before QAnon was a thing. So whatever you want to take that as being, I consider that lunatic, but whatever. They were spreading their lies in our community groups, and we blocked 1,000 different profiles of theirs and their friends, even though they kept trying to enter a community group that didn't want them. I don't get it. And they tried to say we were all pedophiles because we wouldn't let them post their nonsense in our group. And therefore we became targets. And here we are a year later, conspiring to do lots of different things according to Ernie, but most importantly, they were talking about it. I heard him today talking about it was 8,000, 4,000 up front, and then when it was done, I'll tell you this. First of all, that you don't have enough money for me to waste my future for doing something stupid like that. I'd much rather sit here and watch him take himself down. That's what it's been. It works just fine for me. So nobody's trying to kill this guy, even though he's ran down the highway running from the cops because they were going to shoot him. There were people in an apartment that were coming after him at his buddy's house that the cops told him, hey, we're going to take you in for a mental eval if you call us again because nobody's coming after you. I mean, yeah. But there is a trend with this guy where somebody's always trying to kill him. I've seen screenshots of him talking about his brother Shelby was going to come and kill him. His brother was locked up
in prison.
And he's talking about how he's got control over the guards and this and that and the other, and he runs the joint. I mean, this is Ernie's imagination.
Wild and free. All right, looks like we got a bunch saying goodnight, and thank you, Georgia Girl, for subscribing. I don't know if you were kidding or not, but I really do like Trump myself as far as his policies, and I voted for Trump, and also, I didn't think. Well, I think he could have won the election if he had just accepted and apologized for being an a-hole. He hurt a lot of people's feelings, and that, in the end, I think was the biggest reason was his attitude and unpresidential behavior. But we won't get into politics tonight. But
Yeah.
In case you really do love Trump, I was a Trump supporter myself, so there are still some among us. I do too. I really like Trump too. So, but it is what it is.
Yep.
Maybe we'll run next time. We'll see.
But hey, don't worry.
We can have a debate.
I was going to say, do know that Ernie says that they're decertifying the election in one of the states, and that Trump's still in power. So hold on, guys. Never fell. QAnon is here.
It's people like Ernie that give Trump worse names. Yeah, because those are the people that get interviewed. Those are the people who come out and speak out for him.
Yep.
And they don't talk to any of the, well, they do some, but like some of his political supporters. But for the most part, man, they just they get all the ones that are like big old flaming rednecks, and those are the ones they interview and ask, what did Biden steal the election? Did Trump get screwed? All right. Okay. All right. Anybody? One more question. Anybody got anything? Or yeah, I wish it was true too. I really, at least somebody better than what we've got. I support whoever's going to be the president, but because I'm an American more than anything. But I'll tell you what, this country's in bad shape right now. So.
Yeah, it's been on a downhill spiral since
Obama.
Well, before that, man, I quit having faith. I quit having faith in anything government-wise and leaders after Bill Clinton. I've been a third-party supporter and libertarian for 30 years. So, yeah. I don't really play the sides with the left and right. You know what I mean? So, they all have their faults. All they do is magnify each other's faults and then try to sweep them under a rug and pretend we don't see this. So, yeah. But we're in a bad spot, man. Worse than I thought we would be this quick.
Yeah,
I'll say that for sure.
Sunshine and apple pie. Ernie did have a meltdown when Trump lost. Ernie was at the Capitol during the January 6th craziness. There's lots of things being said about that, and even though I'm not a conspiracy theorist, I have some text from him myself, and it's bad. So, so there's that. So, yes, he is an extremist for sure.
100%. And to the point where 3%ers don't want him. That's the extreme he is.
Absolutely. I believe Joe has dementia as well. So I 100% believe that. And I don't think I think the next election is going to be a rematch between Hillary and Donald Trump. Everything that I can read between the lines. So
it could be.
We'll see. But anyway, guys, let's call it a night for tonight. I was on a little later than I wanted to be, but I needed to get some stuff out. we are planning on having a live tomorrow. What, around 8, Matt? You say?
Yeah, we'll do it around 8.
All right, we'll come on, maybe spend an hour and a half, and then we'll have some stuff ready for that. Appreciate you guys
Yes,
coming in and
thank you
chatting with
guys.
us. Appreciate all support. Share the links with your friends. Don't
Brit-
forget about the contest.
Yep, that's true.
Right, real quick, on the day after Valentine's Day, or the next live we have after Valentine's Day, whoever sends us, and don't send it publicly, send a message or email or something, but whoever sends us the most Ernieisms, like guys, literally, oh my God, or this is too easy, those type of things, can be stuff he says, stuff he does, eating with his mouth open. There's probably 100 things that identify this fella. So whoever gets the most, we're going to send out a prize. We haven't decided on the prize yet, but whoever gets the most Ernieisms gets a prize. Hey, and remember, you guys, don't be going over there and making them coded threats.
No. Don't make any threats. But be a friend and tell a friend. You see him
That's
live,
right.
you hear his bullshit, call him on his bullshit. Don't be scared of him. Just don't become a target.
Absolutely.
But be a friend and tell a friend. That's the only way this will help. If we tell everybody about his bullshit, it'll stomp it out eventually.
You dang sure will. Power in numbers, guys.
Yep.
I'm gonna post I'll go ahead and schedule a live here for tomorrow. I'll post that and put it in our Facebook page and on the Stand YouTube page, so people can see it and get ready and set a reminder. But hope to see you guys tomorrow at 8:00. We will have plenty more to say. There's stuff that we're not covering tonight that we haven't even gotten to yet. So, and just in this little world of Ernie, there's going to be a lot more overnight and into tomorrow. So, and as long as we're not in jail, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8:00. All right, Georgia girl, set that thing to record. We'll actually, you don't have to record it now. It'll be posted to the page. You can go back and watch it.
Yep, it'll be posted.
But we appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you hanging out with us, and hopefully we'll get you back in here on a live real soon. Good night, gals, and appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to you all tomorrow at 8:00.
Everybody have a good night. Thank you.